We've talked about why nations fail and why Nigeria is bleeding. How do we fix it? How do we stop the building? How do we work to heal the wounds? No nation became great without having their challenges. Many had fallen before, but they got their acts together. So I will outline about 6 suggestions. The 5th and 6th are very germane to you and very pertinent to what you and I can do about the bleeding state of Nigeria. The first step is fixing the system. The system is the foundation. The system is a program by which the hardware of the nation functions. Once the system is right, every other thing will fall right into place. So we don't need to talk about the leaders or the leadership. We need to talk about the system. If the system is good, the leader will have to fall into place. By the system, we talk about the operation of the rule of law, the judicial system, the legal system, the policies upon which the nation stands, the rules that guide the actions of every other citizen, whatever your status in the society. That system that doesn't have room for corruption. That's the system we're talking about. So no nation is down forever. That's why initially we used to study the rise and fall of Ghana, rise and fall of Songhai, rise and fall of Mali, and some other nations like that. We study what made them to fall. So that's like the story of Nigeria now. Well, what are we to do? We fix the system. Build and rebuild our institutions. The legal institutions, make sure there is established rule of law, clear laws, understandable laws, and accountability for everyone, no matter your status in the society. And that's what is upholding what we call the great nations now, like United States of America, Canada, France, Germany, India, United Kingdom. Go and check, they have system. Nobody, you cannot just do anyhow you like. The system will call you into question and you have to answer for it. Whether you are a senator, you are an assemblyman, you are whatever the status you in the society, everybody is accountable because you are all ruled by that same rule that governs them on the rule of law. So it's not a question of who is in power, it's a question of which system is in, which system is working, which system is effective. The second thing we need to do is to sort out our infrastructure. Let there be functional, highly operational and effective infrastructural system. For example, the road, the transport system. Let there be interconnectivity of states, of regions, of towns and villages, of the production center and the factories and the industries. So let there be clean water for everyone to drink. So if we can't get from the general source, then sink boreholes. Many communities operate with boreholes now. So government, that's what was set up many years ago when the government of Nigeria started what it called the DFRI, the Directorate of Food and Rural Infrastructures. They talk about setting up stable electricity supply, then having functional roads, then clean water for everyone. And right now we are in the technical age, there must be good internet connection. So the third one is investing in the people. It's the people that make the engine of economy, the engine of growth to function. The people are the lifeblood. Like the internet we're talking about, technology we're talking about, is the people that will drive the program that will make the system to function. It's the people that run this, the people that run that. When people are well equipped, people are well enlightened, people well understood. That's what is happening in especially in the northern parts of the country. The education system has been so vandalized. They now turn this, they call them almajiri. Come and see them on the streets every day. They just queue up. They are just giving them. No, it's unthinkable when you see the picture. You can go and go the almajiri in the northern part of Nigeria. It's nauseating, it's shocking. You don't believe that that kind of system operates in a country called Nigeria, the most populous. So that is why we established the other time. Greatness is not by population. Greatness is not by the resources you have. Greatness is by the system you have on ground to make those resources to become something that is valuable, something that affects life positively. So the healthcare system in the country, how is it? So we work on the healthcare system. It wasn't like this before. That's why our former national anthem becomes more important, more relevant now. It says, "Arise, O come, and Nigeria's come to serve our fatherland with love and strength, that labours of our shall never be in vain. To serve without a mind, a nation bound in freedom, peace, and unity." But now we're having, that's one of the fact points we'll talk about later. So you improve the healthcare system, empower the youth. The youth are very creative, the Gen Z. They are very entrepreneurial in nature. They are very innovative. So, and teach skills. That's what helped Nigeria when Nigeria was great before. When in the primary schools, in the secondary schools, this handwork, you call it technical work, were taught. Something that even if you don't want to go to an institution, you can turn it into trade. You can be an entrepreneur. So the fourth one is build an equal, a real economy, a functional economy, not a monocultural economy like it happens in Nigeria now. The economy was based mainly on the crude oil. And the crude oil became so bastardized. That will make Nigeria to go into red bleeding. They bled Nigeria. That even it became so appalling that the NNPC could not remit for a long period, appreciable period of time, nothing to the national economy. They were into red. They even battered the crude oil, the one yet to be drilled. They battered, they used them to get loans and a lot of things. It was so we go and take care of that, make it more multicultural, multifaceted economy. Go back to our cash crops. We used to, you remember the land is still there, the skills are still there. The granite pyramids of the north. We have the cotton plantation, the rubber plantation, the oil palm plantation, and a lot of others. So promote innovation, encourage entrepreneurship, and see what happens. The fifth one, which I say is pertinent to you, is let us nurse unity, not diversity, not division, like politicians are doing now. You and I must work against that. Pitching one religion against another, pitching one tribe against another, one against another, then the political divisions and so on, and a lot of things there. So let's work on that. And the sixth one is responsible citizenship. You and I must choose to live responsibly in the nation. Let's demand accountability from our leaders. Let's make sure our legal system, our security system, everything is on point. Make sure the rule of law, nobody's above the law. Don't keep quiet. The leadership reflects the people. When they do it and you keep quiet, that's what happens in US, in Britain, in France, in Germany. They don't keep quiet. Well, they say, no, everybody must account for it. So Nigeria will survive. We have to stop the bleeding. Let's consider these 6 factors and try to work on them, bring them to play. Please share your own comments, your own contribution, what can be done. Give thumbs up, Nisinuga Reflections, and if you have not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. Nigeria will survive, Nigeria will grow. Thank you so much.